Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Fleur de Lis, and today I will accompany you. I'm sorry, I don't know the accent. Where does the accent fall in the word accompany? Anyway, I'm going to be with you today in a relaxing session of ASMR. For those who do not know what ASMR is, I will put in the description the actual definition of the word, but in synthesis, it is a very relaxing sensation which should lead to tingles all over your body, but if it doesn't, it's perfectly fine. Not everyone can experience tingles from ASMR, but they can still enjoy it anyway. But in general, ASMR should help you with insomnia, depression, anxiety, and anything that may be blocking you and making you unable to relax and fall asleep. So with today's video, we are going back to the classics. We are going back to old school ASMR, and we are going to do things very, very slowly, very, very calmly, without any new trigger or any new trend that some people may like, some people may don't. But I think that old school ASMR works for everyone, or almost everyone. So I'm going to take things very, very slow. I'm just going to approach you. I'm going to move a little bit closer so that way we can establish more contact, okay? If that's okay with you. Of course, I do not want to invade your personal space. I just want you to know that in this moment you are in a safe place. Everything that will be done in this video is for your mere relaxation, is only for you and you only. I am here to help you sleep. I am here to help you relax, and I am here even to simply help you get rid of any negative thought that may be wandering inside of your head right now. So we are going to work on that, and we are going to create a safe space for me and you to be in and to help you relax, okay? Good. So I would like to begin by stating that you are okay just the way that you are. I want to give you some positive affirmations that are always helpful. We live of positive affirmations. The language is a reflection of our thoughts, and our thoughts depend on what language we use. So we want to always use a positive language. We want to use positive words to trick our brain into thinking that everything is okay, because everything is okay. There is nothing that can go wrong, especially now that you're with me. And I hope that you are laying in your bed, or maybe you are sitting comfortably on a chair, or anywhere that may be your safe space, your safe place to be. If you haven't already, I recommend you to put on some earphones or headphones so that the ASMR experience can be more immersive, and maybe we can try to give you some tingles even. So, as I was saying, I want you to know, and I want you to always remember this really, really good quote that has honestly become my mantra, because ever since I've read it, I've started to live my life in a totally different perspective. And this quote says, if you have a problem, if there is anything that you can do to fix it, then you do not have to worry. And if there isn't anything that you can do to fix it, then you don't have to worry. I let you think about it. It's actually so, so easy. It can be so easy. But sometimes we tend to make things harder than they actually are. So it may not come that easy to some people, especially overthinkers like me. I overthink everything, anything, everyone. And of course it makes my life a lot harder, because all the things that I overthink are not the same things that other people think. So if, for example, I am overthinking something like, oh, tomorrow I have a presentation, what am I going to do? I'm going to sound dumb. I don't think that I'm ready to give this presentation. I don't think that I've studied enough. I think that I'm going to fail. I think that yada. And I start to overthink so much. And maybe even if the next day the presentation doesn't really go that well, I start to overthink, and I'm like, oh no, now everybody is going to remember me as the person who did an awful presentation. Everyone is going to think so badly of me. But the truth is that nobody cares about anyone else than themselves. I know it's an awful thing to think about, but in this case, it can actually help us. It can actually help us, the overthinkers. Because from the moment that you realize that even if you fail, nobody cares. Really, nobody cares. Just like you do not care about other people failing. Maybe if you see someone fail, if you see someone do something funny, laughable, or anything else that is bad, you may laugh at them in that moment. But I dare you to even remember the face of that person. I dare you to even remember their name. I dare you to even remember about that person, or about that time that you laughed at somebody who failed. I bet that you cannot do it. And even if you can, your life doesn't depend on it. So, This is to say that others do not care at all. If you fail, if you win, they do not care about you. And you have to keep this mindset. And you'll have to only start acting for yourself and yourself only. Because the only person that cares about you is you. You. And as I said, always remember that if you have a solution, then you do not have to worry. But if it's a problem that is bigger than you, then you still have nothing to worry about because you cannot find a solution. So it's okay. This may sound very pessimistic, but I swear to you that once you start living your life following these 2 little things that I told you, you will be so much happier. I'm honestly living the happiest period of my life right now, and that is because I started to just shrug everything off, water off a duck's back, and my life has been so much easier. Of course, it's not something that is doable from night to day. It's not something that comes in just a day, in just a week, even just a month. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. Change takes a lot of time, but it eventually comes for everyone. So you'll just have to keep that in mind. And always remember that you're okay just the way you are. You are perfect. There are people who love you. And even if some people don't, that's okay. We cannot love everyone, and not everyone is going to love us. That's okay. Just know that there are some people that love you. You mean a lot to those people. And they will always be there for you whenever you will need their help. Or just their comforting presence. And even if you are alone, you can always remember that we are all one. If you give kindness, maybe to a stranger, if you help an old lady cross the street, if you give a lunch to a homeless person, in general, if you do acts of kindness, then the world will smile at you, and you will have more friends that you could have ever wished for. Beauty is not something that is only on the outside. Beauty comes from within. The most beautiful people that I know are actually beautiful in their heart, in their soul, in their mind, and in their actions. So if you start living your life positively, and if you start smiling to the world, then the world will smile back at you. So now that we've made everything clear, I hope, I would like to give you a little head massage if you give me your permission, because I think that head massages are so relaxing. How I wish that I had a person that gave me a head massage every day. Whenever I would feel like I would just my fingers and tell that person to give me a head massage. No, actually, I think it would be a robot because I would feel bad to enslave somebody to give me head massages. I want you to take this moment to completely relax and completely let your body go. You should forget that you even have a body, for how light it becomes. Nothing else exists except you, me, and the sounds that I'm making. If you want to close your eyes, I think that would be good. That would be better. So that you can deeply emerge into this experience. It almost sounds like you're underwater, doesn't it? I want you to feel like you're underwater and you're wearing, what word is that? You're wearing a Minecraft helmet that helps you breathe underwater. I don't know if you get the reference, but just imagine that you can breathe underwater. And you are just flying inside of the water. You're levitating inside of the water. If you have thalassophobia, if you're afraid of the ocean, just imagine a pool or a bathtub. Anyway, just imagine that you're underwater and all the noise, all the sounds coming from outside of the water are null. You cannot hear them. You can only hear some muffled sounds, but inside of your ears there's only water surrounding your body. Almost as if you were in your mother's womb again. Do you remember how relaxing it was? How I wish that I could go back there. So just imagine that. Imagine that right now you are in such a safe space that it almost feels like being in your mother's womb. Nothing can hurt you. Nothing can bother you. Everything is okay. You have nothing to worry about. Okay, so my ring light just fell off and I had to rescue it. Okay. You did a good job. I am very proud of you. I hope that you feel more relaxed now. And if you don't, I have with me some other tools. So, I have these two brushes. I think that the light should be a little more here. Okay. I have these two brushes. They are very, very soft. And one, I usually use it for my makeup. It's a blush brush, but I use it for contouring because I thought it would be smaller. So I had to do like this. And this one is like a bronzer brush, but I bought it just for ASMR purposes. So what we are going to do right now is that I'm just going to brush your ears gently, very gently, with this brush, while I'm brushing your eyes with this other brush. How does that sound? Perfect. So let's just begin. Just imagine how soft this brush would be on your face. Your eyes should feel more sleepy each time that the brush passes in front of the camera. There goes me. So, with each stroke that I'm doing with this brush, you should start to become always more and more sleepy until you eventually cannot keep your eyes open, and you just have to let them go. You just have to close them until eventually my voice will get distorted, and you will suddenly wake up, and the video will be 10 minutes in. You will have skipped 10 minutes, and you wouldn't even have noticed because you were asleep. And that's when you understand that it's time to close the phone and go to sleep. behind of me. So let's move on to the next and final trigger. This is a pretty basic one, and it could remind you of those times when your mother or your father or anyone else would read you a bedtime story before going to sleep. Personally, I've never experienced that. My mother would sing me lullabies in Neapolitan. But for those who experience this, oh, I accidentally hit myself with the book. Well, culture does more than violence sometimes. That was corny, sorry. I forgot what I was saying, so I'll just get to the reading. This is in Italian, which is my mother tongue, so I hope that it will help you sleep, because you won't understand anything that I will say. So, good night. If you fall asleep before I can give you a good night, let's begin. Un puro e semplice parto della fantasia. In molti casi ve lo dovevate cavare dal cervello da soli. Le proiezioni fatte dal Ministero dell'Abbondanza, per esempio, avevano fissato a 145 milioni di paia la produzione di scarpe per il trimestre in corso. Era poi pervenuta la notifica che la produzione effettiva era stata di 62 milioni. Winston, tuttavia, nel riscrivere la proiezione, aveva ridimensionato la cifra portandola a 57 milioni, in modo che si potesse dire, come al solito, che si era andati oltre la cifra stabilita. In ogni caso, 62 milioni era una cifra che non si accostava alla verità, più di 57 o 145 milioni. Con ogni probabilità non era stato prodotto neanche un paio di scarpe. Con probabilità ancora maggiore, nessuno sapeva né gli importava granché saperlo quante paia di scarpe fossero state prodotte. Quello che tutti sapevano era che ogni trimestre veniva prodotto sulla carta un quantitativo astronomico di scarpe, mentre una buona metà della popolazione dell'Oceania andava a piedi nudi. Lo stesso valeva per ogni tipo di dato, piccolo o grande, per il quale esistesse una qualsiasi documentazione. Tutto sveniva in un mondo fitto di ombre, nel quale diventava incerto perfino in che anno si fosse. Winston si guardò intorno. Nel cubicolo di fronte al suo, un uomo dall'aria meticolosa, minuto, il mento incorniciato da poca barba, un certo Tillotson, lavorava di gran lena, con un giornale appoggiato sulle ginocchia e la bocca vicinissima al microfono del parlascrivi. Dava l'impressione di considerare quel che stava dicendo un segreto fra lui e il teleschermo. Alzò gli occhi e i suoi occhiali fecero balenare uno sguardo ostile diretto a Winston. Winston lo conosceva appena e non aveva la più pallida idea di quale fosse il suo compito. Gli impiegati dell'archivio erano poco inclini a parlare del proprio lavoro. Nella sala lunga e priva di finestre, con la sua doppia fila di cubicoli, l'ininterrotto fruscio delle carte, il continuo ronzio delle voci che parlavano ai parlascrivi, erano una buona dozzina di persone che Winston non conosceva neanche per nome, sebbene ogni giorno le vedesse correre avanti e indietro per i corridoi o gesticolare a più non posso durante i 2 minuti d'odio. Sapeva che nel cubicolo accanto al suo la donna coi capelli di color sabbia, la scappia è una malattia, scoppava tutti i santi giorni a rintracciare e cancellare dai giornali i nomi di quelli che erano stati vaporizzati e che perciò si teneva per fermo che non fossero mai esistiti. Si trattava di una persona particolarmente adatta a un compito del genere, visto che anche suo marito era stato vaporizzato un paio d'anni prima. A qualche cubicolo di distanza, un personaggio mite, inoffensivo e sognante di nome Amplefort, con le orecchie ispide di peli e un talento straordinario nel manipolare rime e ritmi. Era impegnato nel comporre le versioni adulterate, li chiamavano testi definitivi, di poesie divenute offensive da un punto di vista ideologico, ma che per un motivo o per l'altro dovevano restare nelle antologie. E questa sala, con la sua cinquantina di impiegati, era solo una sottosezione. Era, per così dire, solo una celletta nell'immensa e complessa geometria dell'archivio. Di sopra, di sotto, da ogni lato, altri sciami di impiegati erano impegnati in una quantità inimmaginabile di mansioni. Vi erano gli enormi magazzini per la stampa, coi loro redattori, tipografi e studi con macchine all'avanguardia per la falsificazione delle fotografie. Vi era la sezione dedicata ai programmi televisivi, coi suoi tecnici, i suoi direttori di produzione, i suoi attori selezionati in base alla loro abilità nell'imitare le voci. Vi erano eserciti di addetti alla consultazione, il cui compito consisteva semplicemente nel compilare liste di libri e riviste da sequestrare. C'erano gli immensi depositi che contenevano i documenti corretti e le fornaci nascoste dove venivano distrutti gli originali. Da qualche parte stavano i cervelli pensanti, rigorosamente anonimi, che coordinavano il tutto e fissavano le linee politiche che imponevano di preservare, falsificare o distruggere un determinato frammento del passato. A sua volta, poi, l'archivio non era che un ramo del Ministero della Verità, il cui scopo primario non consisteva nel rifabbricare il passato, ma nel fornire ai cittadini dell'Oceania giornali, film, libri di testo, programmi televisivi, opere teatrali, romanzi, insomma nel fornire loro informazione, istruzione e divertimenti di ogni genere. Si andava dalla statua allo slogan, dal poema lirico al trattato di biologia, dall'abbecedario I said it in Spanish, dall'abbecedario al dizionario di neolingua. Il ministero non aveva solo il compito di rispondere alle svariate esigenze del partito, ma doveva anche ripetere l'intero procedimento a un livello inferiore, specificamente rivolto al proletariato. I think that we can stop here. This was 1984 by George Orwell. So, I think that it has come the time that we have to say farewell, and we just have to go to sleep. If you haven't already fallen asleep, and I hope so, that would mean that I did a good job. I'm just gonna do a little tapping before we go. Sorry for this buzzing noise. My microphone is broken. I bought a Tascam, but I cannot, for the life of me, for the love of me. My English is so bad. Seem to make it work. So, in Italian we would say questo passa al convento, which means this is what comes to the monastery. Yes. No, that's such a bad translation. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But anyway, that it means that this is what we have, so we have to work with it. So, I want to wish you a good night. I hope that you like this video, and I hope that you will come back very soon and we can stay together one more time before going to sleep. Thank you for watching this video.